Today's talk is called The Revival of the Lost Art of Apprenticeship. As you already know, we are in the fourth industrial revolution, the knowledge economy, living very fast-paced lives, always connected to our screens, and feeling really tired and unfulfilled. So the question is, how do we lead fulfilled lives? Whether as a student, adult, or a retiree. How do we fuel our creativity, learn new skills, and continue to stay inspired? So back in the day, if you asked someone, what do you do? The answer was pretty simple. I am an engineer, or a doctor, or a teacher, or a pilot. If they studied science and math and ended up in an engineering job, they probably stayed in that job for the rest of their lives. And they were really happy, getting a regular paycheck, feeding their families, and having a really stable life. However, the times have changed, and there's been a whole speed of change, and our jobs have become outdated. And our jobs are making us feel really depleted and unfulfilled. So to cope with that, today's generation is looking for slash careers. I'm an analyst, writer, woodcarver, and a freelance photographer. We're looking to step away from our monolithic jobs to pursue our passions. We're looking for personal growth instead of productivity. We're seeking to disconnect so that we can reconnect with ourselves and the world around us and contribute in a meaningful way. We're seeking to not lead with our heads, we're seeking to lead with our full body. Creativity and personal fulfillment is the new aspiration. In recent times, there has been a huge increase in crafts and informal arts experiences that people are using to feed their creative and multidimensional being. People want to touch and feel things. People want to know how things are made and understand the process. They don't want to just buy things off the shelf or on Amazon. They want to know who the makers are and what their stories are, and then create their own stories. It's almost like we're having a creative skill renaissance of some sorts. And this is not happening just amongst the young generation or the millennials. This is happening across generations. People are seeking it as not just hobbies, but they're seeking them as also artisanal careers or new careers. When we look at some of the people who are retiring right now, they're feeling that they're not ready to retire yet. They have an extra 20 years to pursue their passions that they put on the back burner during their entire life. They've still got it. You know, they want to pursue all the art forms that they wanted to do. You must have heard of the famous Polly G, who was an accountant, retired, and then decided to pursue his passion for pizza. He's opened a very successful pizza shop in Brooklyn with lines around the block and chains around the country. We're seeing people who spent their entire lives sitting on a desk, spending time inside wood workshops and studios. If you look quickly at Instagram, you'll see how many people are really pursuing their hobbies across different art forms. People are taking pottery classes in their local art studios. They're learning painting instead of hanging out in bars. They're going to community and night schools to learn how to do floral arrangements. They're spending their evenings learning how to cook, learning macrame, or spending days building boats, or turning their garages into wood workshops. And not just this, there are plenty of online options too, like taking master classes with experts. friend YouTube. And while these one-time classes are great, they're not enough to create a new workforce. We need more immersive and structured learning experiences to support these new careers. Until 19th century, apprenticeships provided a clear path to a particular career. I truly believe that as people are seeking more unconventional and artistic careers, apprenticeships can again help open doors to help people learn new skills in this era. And when I'm talking about apprenticeships, I'm not talking about the 7 to 9 year long apprenticeships. We're living in different times. I'm talking about apprenticeships that maybe last weeks and months, and something that people can continue to do again and again. The power of apprenticeships is really strong. The close proximity and the personal interaction with the master is transformational. Learning a skill while working and getting a real life experience really gets you started in your life. It's also accessible, no matter what your age. You can do it throughout your life many times. So let me share a little bit of the work that I have been doing in this space and why I strongly believe in the power of apprenticeships. 20 years ago, when I was an architecture student, I used to spend my summers working with craftspeople all over India. I used to spend my days from morning to evening in their studio, learning not just how to make things, understand the materials, the techniques, but also how the master actually ran the whole business. It was also amazing to see how they integrated their work with their life. I got a lot of new life lessons. And while I did not pick up an artisanal career, I developed a deep appreciation for the one-on-one way of learning from a master. It's almost like having a coach and a mentor. So in recent years, as my life got busier and I started feeling unfulfilled, I started seeking art as a way to feel happier. I saw there were other people like me who were seeking similar careers. But there were no ways to find apprenticeships. So I decided to take a year-long sabbatical to travel around the world and launch my company called VAWA, or Vacation with an Artist. Imagine spending a week in Cao Bang in northern Vietnam with Hanoi's leading textile designer, Vu Thao, and her local indigenous team of known women, and learning how to harvest yam, indigo, spin yarn, weave your own fabric, and actually dye it. Or imagine spending a week in the car-free island of Norway with award-winning photographer Ole, who's also a sailor and a 12th generation resident of the island, learning film photography and document printing in his dad's sailboat. VAWA is a curated platform that offers mini apprenticeships with master artists and craftspeople around the world. From furniture making in Buenos Aires, to bamboo bicycle making in India, to rattan weaving in Malaysia, and calligraphy in Kyoto. And these are some of the people who have been seeking these apprenticeships all around the world. Everyone from kids to adults to retirees. These people have gone for apprenticeships either just to seek new inspiration, or they have gone because they want to launch new careers in arts and use this as a stepping stone towards that. Some have gone because they're already artists and have some skills, but they want to collaborate with new artists to develop new skills and hence improve their craft. And some just wanted to start new projects. So let me tell you a couple of stories of some of these people. Leilani from Thailand always wanted to combine her passion for drawing with the permanence of the skin. So she decided to take a mini apprenticeship with the tattoo artist Kayom in Barcelona. She learned how to draw on skin. She learned how to work the tattoo machine. Eventually Nate, he's a developer. He's always been self-taught. He's taught himself how to code, how to fix sailboats, how to do swing dancing. But this time, he wanted to learn from a master. So he decided to fly to Puglia in Italy to learn photojournalism from world-renowned photojournalist Lana Chair, whose photographs of the human condition from the war in Iran, Iraq, Sudan, Yugoslavia have been featured in all major publications. Nate is pretty good at photography, but this time he learned how to see and how to create stories. Alberto and Krista are musicians in New York. They decided to do a mini apprenticeship with Uruguay's top music producer, Francisco. During that week-long apprenticeship, they decided to collaborate with Francisco to create a whole new album. And that album today can be found on vinyl and Spotify. But that was not the best outcome. The best outcome was that both Alberto and Krista had their own process of doing music production. But now they were exposed to Francisco's way of music production. And it was very uncomfortable in the beginning, but they realized completely new ways of doing things, which now they have incorporated into their work, now that they're back in New York. Alexandra from France, she first decided to try out printmaking in Slovenia. This was her first time trying printmaking, and she realized she fell in love with it. So now she has decided to learn printmaking and pursue her passion in that by learning from masters all around the world. So last year she went to Czech Republic after that, and this year she's going to Japan. Or Sarika, who's still exploring which art form truly resonates with her. So she's been exploring various art forms like cooking in Malaysia, street art in Argentina, calligraphy in Kyoto, and stone sculpture in Tanzania. And she will continue to do that till she falls in love with it. So to recap, I truly believe that people are seeking careers that really fulfill them, and a lot of them are finding fulfillment in artistic careers. So as educators and community leaders, it is our responsibility to create more apprenticeship programs to support them. Before I end, I want to share a little video of our approach to apprenticeships. And while you're watching that, think about how you can incorporate apprenticeships programs in the work that you do. How can you offer apprenticeship programs to people who are looking to pursue new careers?
Vacation for me is usually an escape from work. Swim in the ocean, lay in the sun, feel the sand. But this time I wanted something more. I arrived at EDU studio. It's a little place in the middle of nowhere in northern Spain. It's like a storybook with clocks and feathers and cute little teacups. I feel like her Tom is going to look up and ask me for the time. We get to work pretty much right away. Then she's like, I have to show you this place. And that takes me to another place. It's like a tour of the city, actually, but with a different kind of guy. Iria is always getting ideas. She says her inspiration comes from real life, but also these bizarre dreams that she has. She doesn't even use an alarm clock because she doesn't want to miss anything. Galicia is so beautiful, but my favorite times are definitely in the studio. Using my hands feels natural, even meditative too, and Iria pushes me to go weirder with my hands. Now that I've experienced this, I don't think vacation is to be a getaway. It's a time to look for something rather
So like I said, this is our approach to offer apprenticeships by combining them with travel. I really invite you to share your ideas about apprenticeships, and I'm going to open it out as a Q&A if you guys have any thoughts and questions.